Ladies and gentlemen, oh snap. You guys have no idea how amped I am about today. You already know you are Student Ministries. We are in our Influencer series. And who else to bring it to kick this thing off than our very own senior pastor, Pastor Brian Poe.
Pastor Gambridge, what can I do for you?
Oh my God. Oh man. Guys, in jumping into this series, we popped it off last week by just saying, becoming an influencer, you have to understand that God has already called you.
Yeah.
You are called even with your flaws. God has already called you. But this week, man, when I tell you we getting ready to scratch beneath the surface, Pastor Brian is here. And Pastor B, what's on your heart just to hit us with, man? Like, where you at?
I mean, when we first talked about doing this,
yeah,
I was like, we talked about doing the heaven stuff.
Yes, sir.
And how, just bringing that series to UR Student Ministry.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, if we're gonna talk about UR Student Ministry, we gotta flip the flow. We gotta talk about like what matters,
yes,
right?
Sir.
And it was amazing to me, in the midst of all that's going on right now, that at that moment we talked about like, nah, man, in the midst of John chapter 6, where we're doing Heaven is Enough, that like the undertone of this is Jesus is giving us the manuscript on how to be an influencer.
Yes, sir.
Because believe it or not, Jesus is the greatest influencer of all time. I told you earlier, it's amazing. He's still collecting followers. Like 2,000 years later, Jesus is still collecting followers. You tell me an influencer that's still collecting followers 2,000 years later left the earth.
You know what
I'm saying? Jesus is the greatest influencer of all time. And since we're all influencers, all called to influence in some type of way, I believe, man, like, bump what you've been hearing on YouTube. Let's look at the Bible and see, what did Jesus do so great that years later, he's still collecting followers?
Man, Pastor B, one of the things in us talking about leading and doing the Influencer series, this was before all this stuff popped off. It was birthed before any looting, any rioting, any protesting.
Oh man, it's what's been said.
Guys, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We are in a house that is forever hearing, and not just hearing, but continuing to do. So, Pastor B, when we start to talk about influencers and understanding that, everybody predominantly, I'm gonna say maybe, I know y'all, probably about 90% of them have Instagram accounts, TikTok accounts, Snapchat, so everyone's their own publicist right now. When we start talking about influencers, like where should an individual start to look to think about what is it how are you going to be your best influencer? What should they start?
Well, I think, like you say, first of all, like, understand you have been given a message from God. And that message is designed to influence somebody for him.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the most important thing for us to realize with that is how God gave it to you is designed for who he wants you to reach. And so it's important for us to realize that every moment, every time that, we're supposed to be creating a following.
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and say it's okay to have followers, right?
Facts.
Let's just say it's okay. I know some people like, you ain't got that many followers. You got that many followers. Get your followers up. I'm like, you're actually right. Get your followers up, right? Because we're influencers.
Correct.
Get your followers up.
Correct.
My thing is, let's make sure we look at how we're supposed to be building our following. My dad just said like this, if you call yourself a leader, and ain't nobody following,
you just taking a walk.
You're just taking a walk, baby. And we don't want any of the students of UR ministry to just be taking walks. We want you to be an influencer. So I just want to get that right? Some people are like, it ain't about how many followers you got. No, let me say, Pastor Brian wants you to have followers. I want you to have all the followers. I want you to have followers on top of followers. I want you to look into your Instagram account after this and have more followers after this than you did when this began.
Fact.
Why? Because I know that within all of you guys, God is living in there. And I know that you want to shine his light on this world. You want to shine love on this world. So if anybody's collecting followers, I think it should be the students of URSM ministry.
I love that.
Collect your followers. Get your followers up. So we need you to pay attention to this influencer series so you can get your followers up.
Check this out. Listen, tag right now. Drop your Instagram handle in. Let us know what yours is, and everybody who sees the next person's name, follow them.
Follow.
We just finna start it. Just start it right now. As you see the next name, you go over there, cut and paste, click, whatever you got to do. But we following each other to get our follow game up, huh, man?
Get the follow game up.
I love that, Pastor.
Follow game up. And so, first thing we're gonna do, right, is I want to take it to John 6, right?
Okay.
I want to take it to John 6 because I believe there's a manuscript here that Jesus starts to give us. And we're gonna chop this thing up. But I believe there's a manuscript here that Jesus starts to show us about how he built his followers, right?
Okay.
And if you didn't know it, you're a follower of Jesus. And if you're not a follower of Jesus, we're gonna take care of that too after this. So he's still collecting followers. So let's look at what he did. I want to go to John 6, right? And I want to start at the beginning, and I'm not going to read all of it because, this is a popular account, right? And so it starts off, I'm reading the New Living Translation. It says, after this, Jesus crossed over to the far side of the Sea of Galilee, also known as the Sea of Tiberias. A huge crowd kept following him wherever he went. So the next time someone tells you, like, having followers is bad, be like, nah, Jesus kind of... There was followers.
I seen it in the book.
A huge crowd. They was following her. They were following him. And then because they saw his miraculous signs as he healed the sick. So basically, Jesus was collecting followers, collecting people as he was healing people. He was doing miracles, signs, and wonders. So basically, Jesus was doing things that caused people to be attracted to who he was.
Ooh, that's good.
And I believe right there, like, that's the first thing, right? So it's okay for people to be attracted to who you are. Mm-hmm. Like, it's okay. You should be carrying a bent. You should be carrying a personalized way.
Yeah.
And it's okay for people to follow you because what you're doing is attractive.
Pastor B, you said something in the beginning where you said, God has put in each of us something that is the thing that he wants us to get followers as a result of. So you just said, whether I'm doing hair, whether I'm a YouTuber, whether I'm, whatever the thing is that you got, whether you're a dancer or rapper, whatever your thing is, you're saying it's okay for us to run the gambit with that because Jesus wants to collect followers by way of him doing the things he was doing. And Jesus wants us to collect followers by way of doing the thing we're doing. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I hear this a lot, right? I hear a lot of people say, man, I'm just doing me. Mm-hmm. Well, let me tell you something. That's okay sometimes.
Yeah.
For you to just be doing you.
Yeah.
When you need a time of peace, if you're feeling like you're being attacked, but at some point, others should be attracted to you just being you.
God.
Like you just being you shouldn't leave you alone. Because we've been called to be influencers. So if you being you leaves you alone, you might need to check to make sure you just ain't trying to be different for the sake of being different.
Oh, man.
Different isn't an identity. It's just opposite. It's not a way. It's okay for me to see Gamish wearing the same type of shirt I'm wearing. I don't have to wear a different shirt to be different because when I wear it, it's rocked differently. You feel me? It's rocked differently. Like, it's okay. Like, you don't create different.
Yeah.
You just be who you are and it makes you different. Right? You don't create being, you don't wake up every morning and say, how can I be different? No, that's not the leading thought, right? Jesus wasn't like, what can I do this morning to attract some people?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't think, what can I do to attract some people? He was just being him and it attracted people.
That's good.
And so it's like, look, you just be you. You don't have to wake up and say, how can I be different to cause people to follow me?
Yeah.
No, because I see people doing that too. Then they take it too far.
Yep.
And it's like, no, you're not different.
You're a copycat at that point.
You're not different, you're strange. Just strange. You skipped over different and you found strange. And so you object. Don't wake up. I'm just saying, don't wake up every morning trying to be different. Just be you.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the midst of you being you, Jesus was just being Jesus.
Yep.
People will be attracted to what it is. And as you perfect just being you, it will turn into something different. It will develop into something different. Like, this is another thing I say.
That's clutch.
Don't pop off too soon, too, right? You don't pop off too soon. Like, some people was different too early.
Yeah, I like that.
I went to high school with some people that, like, they was different too early, right?
And they popped off now.
Popped up now, they would have followers, but they popped off too soon. And now they just old news. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's okay.
I love that, man.
It's okay, but you know. So I'm gonna do this right. This is the story. You guys can read. This is the story where Jesus goes on then to feed the 5,000. Right? He feeds the 5,000. He does so because he multiplied fishes and loaves. And the thing about it is I want to jump down all the way to John 6 verse 26. I want to jump down here because I don't want to read all these verses right now. This is a teen service, right?
Yes, sir.
So we just gonna get straight to the point. So in verse 26, right? John 6 verse 26, Jesus replied, I tell you the truth, you want to be with me because I fed you. And we know he's talking to the people who have just came to him because Jesus just multiplied some fishes and loaves and fed over 5,000 people.
Fact.
What do you mean? Why are we here, Jesus? you do miracles. But he says this, because I fed you, not because you understood the miraculous signs. And this was amazing to me because for so long, we read the story of the fishes and loaves and Jesus multiplying them, and we always just talked about the miracle that Jesus performed.
Yeah.
But here we see Jesus later on saying, y'all came to me because I fed you, not because you understood the miracle. And I'm saying, like, man, are we still missing the point of the miracle? And did you miss the point of why Jesus fed them? That's what we're going to talk about, right? That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the fact that I think we all got caught up in the miracle. We all got caught up in the fact that
you just took this and fed all of this, and it's a wow factor.
It's a wow factor. It's a wow factor. I think we all got wowed. You know what I'm saying? You ever got wowed by something before? Everything that glitter ain't gold. You know what I'm saying? You ever got wowed by something, got up on it, and realized it ain't what you wanted? And that's exactly what's happening here. So I'm gonna flip back up. Keep it interested. Going back up to the beginning of John 6. And this is, I believe, the first sign at verse 5, right? At verse 5, Jesus soon saw a huge crowd of people coming to look for him. Turning to Philip, he asked, where can we buy bread to feed all these people? Verse 6 says he was testing Philip, for he already knew what he was going to do. And for me, like, that's a strange place, right? It's like Jesus sees the crowd of people. He understands at this point what he's already going to do. At this point, Philip is not aware, right? Philip is not aware of what Jesus is about to do. You know, matter of fact, the disciples were like, these are too many people, like, let's run. and Jesus is like, no, we not running, right? Like, there's something I want to get out of this, right? But I think the part that just has to stick out to us is the fact that he knew what he was going to do, but he asked Philip a question.
Yep.
And he asked Philip a question, testing him. And I believe this is the first breadcrumb to us really understanding Jesus and how Jesus decided to be an influencer.
I love that, man.
Like Jesus is like, I'm not here just to do anything, but I understand the nature of what I'm here to influence people to do. And so I'm not just going to feed these people without making sure a lesson can be taught in this moment. Because we know,
ooh, Pastor B, you said that. Jesus said, I'm not just going to do this at this moment and skip by the lesson.
Yeah.
That's something good, because all too often in our attempt to gather followers, we be just doing some stuff, and in doing some stuff, we miss the lesson, or we don't even try to show off the lesson in what we're doing.
Or we try to get to next so bad that we forget that now has to be relevant.
Man.
Next won't matter if now isn't irrelevant.
God, dog it.
Next won't matter if now is irrelevant. And so in that moment, as an influencer, first step, if y'all following along, first step in following Jesus's manuscript of being an influencer is realizing that now is relevant. Every moment is relevant. It's not about me being something when I get to where it is I believe I need to be, but understanding that every day is relevant for me and who I am and the opportunity that's in front of me to influence somebody by who I am.
Every day and everything that I have right now
is
relevant.
Right now. Wow. Because don't be one of these people, right? Have y'all ever seen one of them people on Instagram and it's like they always only got 5 photos posted because they're always going back and deleting?
Yeah.
You know, that shows me that you didn't treat your now as relevant, and so you're ashamed of your past because it doesn't represent your present. All that really means is you didn't take your present seriously in that moment.
That's good.
You should be taking down photos of the way you used to look.
That's good.
Because wherever you used to be, you made it relevant. And the only way to do that is to make now relevant. I don't care if you ain't got the J's that match the shirt the way the shirt should match the J's. This is your now. Make it relevant. I don't care that you can't get to wherever you think you need to be so that you can get the photo that makes the most impact so you can gain the most followers. No, that wasn't how Jesus gained his followers.
I know somebody, Pastor B, who they've deleted some of the photos that they had when they first started doing hair. You know who you are. You had them little faux cornrow plaits that you did on that girl head that time.
Let us see your progress.
Let us see your progress.
The whole point of connecting with people, I can influence somebody better when they see I've progressed. If you just gonna show me how you arrived, how am I supposed to be influenced by you if you didn't show me the path?
You skipped over the lesson.
You skipped over the lesson. I want to see you progress. I want to see your photos go from blurry to HD. I want to see how you upgraded from that flip phone to the iPhone 10. I want to see how you came up. I want to see how you was in the Corolla, now you in the Benz. I want to see the progress. Like, leave your photos posted, boo. You want to be influenced by your journey, not just your arrival.
You hear that? It's about the journey, not just the arrival.
Yes.
God.
But take pride in where you are. That's what you have to do. If you take pride, like I tell people, like, I'm not taking on my photos. Yeah. I gave you the best I could do with what I had when I had it. You know what I'm saying? This is what I am.
Yeah.
That's the best I can do. And I gave my best, but I believe I'm unashamed because I make sure that I told them this. This is what I tell people now. Just call me doing the most. Just call me Mr. Do the Most, right? Because guess what? I understand things are gonna get better, but I just wanna look back and realize I didn't do my best.
That's good, man.
Now, I already know I'm gonna look back and realize, man, I could do better now. But I don't wanna ever look back and know that I wanna get rid of something I once did because I knew I didn't give my best in doing it. I'll always be proud of what I do now because I poured all of myself into that now.
And that's how you continue to make now relevant.
Make now relevant.
It matters.
You gotta make now matter. You gotta make now matter. Now I'm about to flip the script on y'all, and y'all probably gonna not like Pastor Brian. You know, you probably be like, I knew he was gonna go there. I knew he was gonna go there. Yes, I'm about to go there because I know some of y'all, the same as me.
Yes, sir.
We hate people asking us why. We hate people asking us questions. And I just want to leave you with this. It will be done today. Don't reject the questions. If someone's saying, why do you want to go down to that protest? All they're saying is, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying, make the most of the moment. Know why you're down there.
That's good.
So we can't always think because people are asking us questions that they're in rejection for what we're wanting to do.
That's good.
Now, if you can't properly answer the question,
that shows you something.
That shows you not ready.
That's good.
Your parents ask you questions. Your youth leader asks you questions. If you've never had a one-on-one with me, and some of you have, I asked you a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Why? I'm not asking you questions to challenge who you are. I'm asking you questions so that you can make now more relevant.
That's so good, man.
Make now matter. And until we answer some tough questions, until you answer some tough questions like, why did you wear that outfit when you took the photo?
Yeah.
Like, why did you have to go over there? Why did you have to do this? Why did you have to do that? Why did you have to do that? And I know it gets annoying sometimes it gets overburdened, but we see the first thing Jesus did when he wanted to make the moment bigger than just passing out food is he started asking his followers, why are we doing this?
Wow.
He asked them questions. He wanted to hear their responses so he could be an influencer. As an influencer, you should be asking those people who following you questions.
Yeah.
When they're like, hey man, we want to go do such and such. You should be like, why?
Yeah.
Not because you're challenging them, but you're saying, man, we got to make this moment matter.
And Pastor B, the way he did that to Simon, the way he asked him that question, knowing what he was going to do, I think that's what we should do more.
Yeah.
We should ask those that are with us, that are following us, we should ask them questions just to see where they at with something.
Sometimes you got to know why.
You got to know why. The homie, the one that's with you. Just, why?
Why, homie? Why? Not because I want to reject you.
Right.
Not because I want to stop you. Not because I don't love you. But I want to make the most of now.
That's good.
And if I don't know why I'm even in this now, it's hard for me to get the most out of it.
Man, that's good.
Next won't matter if now is irrelevant. Make now relevant. Know why you are where you are. Know why you want to do what you want to do. Influencer series.
Guys,
we're going to help you get some followers. We're going to help you get your followers up.
We are doing
followers up.
The dang thing. And bump that negativity. We ain't talking about nobody who out there, bump that negativity. It's influencer season, baby. It's separation season.
Separation season.
We got to do the dang thing. And we got the man. He rocking with us with this one. Guys, it's been a blast. This is only part one. Hear me now. You got to come back. If you trying to eat from this table, you got to come back. We ain't done with them. Pastor B, are we done?
We're not done, man. We're not done. I love you guys so very much. Y'all know me. It's a good day to have a good day. I got on my Black Heritage Air Force Ones, you know. Wanna know why? It's Black Lives Matter.
Oh, man.
That's why.
Oh, man. You going listen, get here next week. Come back. We love you. We can't wait to see you again. And until next time, bump that negativity, man. Pastor B, thank you, sir.